Howdy crew, I'm going to be covering something that I touched on a little bit in some other vlogs about planning accordingly with starting the rig. Let's get to it.
Howdy crew, I'm William Morris, President and CEO of the Welding Cowboy Corporation, certified licensed welder and owner-operator of a welding rig based out of Los Angeles, California. On here I'll be going over welding knowledge, what it's like to own and operate a welding rig, welding blueprints, welding math, welding equipment, and so much more. Welcome to the channel. I'm William Morris, the Welding Cowboy.
So today I want to go over with the planning accordingly that I've kind of gone over a little bit about the welding rig. It's not just the finances for the rig, and I do want to stress that because it's not easy just starting a welding rig as it is. But as I've mentioned in multiple vlogs and will be coming up in a little bit about networking being slow, jobs not popping up right away, for me it's risking everything on the rig, but also it's other finances as well, because if the welding rig's slow and you're thinking that you're gonna make all this money and you put every single penny you got into a welding rig, how do you pay for food, where you live, all that stuff? You want to plan accordingly. It's, at least that's my opinion of it. That's the way I did it, to where I'm still okay, I'm still good, I'm not struggling, I'm not foodless, although I forget to eat a lot. And thank you to my best friend for always reminding me, like, hey, you haven't eaten yet today, you better eat. And so yeah, I forget to eat more than anything else because I'm just doing stuff with the rig. But you got to plan accordingly, because if you put every penny you got into welding rig and the jobs don't happen right away, what you can do for food, where you live, whether it be renting, owning, maintenance, wherever you live, your other vehicles if you have any, what's going to go on. So you got to plan accordingly. You got to be very smart about your finances. Don't just, I have this amount of dollars, it should cover everything for the welding rig, jump in and that's all you got. Because what if something doesn't happen for several months? What if this happens, that happens, anything? So you got to plan accordingly. Just be smart with your finances. I'm not going to throw out any numbers because it's different everywhere. I live in Los Angeles. Everything's expensive here, so odds are a lot of stuff that I have to pay for are going to be a little bit more expensive than other places. Now, if you buy more expensive stuff for a rig, you're going to have stuff above what I paid for. Likewise, living conditions, all that stuff that you got to pay for, whether you're renting, owning, or what have you, and you got to pay for all that. It could be more expensive in some places than others. If it doesn't cost as much for you, you might not have to save as much. I would recommend saving quite a bit, just in case things don't happen with the rig right away. Case in point, what's going on here. But I saved up for that too, and it paid off doing that, because I don't want to be necessarily on a tight timeline to where if I don't have jobs in 2 months, I have to sell the welding rig. I don't want to worry about that. I don't want to stress about it if things don't happen. It takes the usual course, like what a lot of business owners or experts say, that it takes several years to be profitable in a business and all that. I want to be ready for it. I don't want to be worrying, am I going to either sell the rig, do this, do that, not be able to pay for this or that outside the rig? I want to be covered. And that's just me. That's the way I look at it. So I highly encourage, if you're going for a welding rig or welding business, any type of business, save up extra. Again, I'm not going to put out a certain number because I don't know what your situation is. I don't know what your scenario is, where you live, your living cost, any of that, what your rig's going to cost. I know nothing of that. So that is on you. Be smart about it. My personal opinion, go above and beyond. You think it's going to be this much, save a lot more. Save a lot more. That's my own personal opinion. That's what I did, because I don't want to be stressing about it. Same thing with the welding rig. I thought it was only going to cost this much. It cost a lot more than that. Even with all the research I did, oh, this should cost this much, and then, oh, it should be built in this amount of time frame because that's what these people said or these people said, and none of that happened according to the plan. So I just want to put that out there. If you're working on doing that, make sure you're smart with your money. I'm not telling anyone what to do. That's just my own personal advice, my own personal opinion, what I did. So if y'all would like to know my personal opinion on that, there it is. But I just wanted to put that out there. because that's very important. Unless you live in your welding rig, or if you have one of those trailers that you tow behind it, sort of like pipe liners, I guess that's a little different, but still you want to make sure you have money for food. You don't want to spend every dime you got on the truck and trailer. So yeah, just be smart about your finances. Make sure you plan accordingly as to how long it's going to take to be profitable, and be generous with it. Make sure you're above and beyond. Again, my own personal opinion. I'm not telling nobody what to do, but that's my personal opinion. Go above and beyond so you're set. Again, it makes it harder because you think, well, the welding rig costs this much, it costs this much to do this and that, and then you got to save extra and extra. It pays off. It's paid off for me. It really has. So anyways, that's just my personal opinion on that. See you on the next vlog.